Hello, everybody. This is Kiwi with the Faceoff Ripoff series with the second ever episode with my good friend, LHL starter, LHL finalist, Quoof. How's it going, Quoof?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty better. Just got done playing first two games of our series and split them. And I'm really proud of how our team played, but
we'll get into that maybe later because you wanted to say more, but we might touch on that later. But let's get into the questions. We're gonna ask the classic non-HQM questions. When did you get into hockey? You're from Arizona. It's not really a hockey hotbed. Austin Matthews is probably the most notable player in the last 80 years to come out of Arizona. So, how did you survive the heat and become the desert dog?
I went to my first game in 2006. Taken by my uncle Steve. Shouts out to Uncle Steve. He was a big fan of. He's a big soccer and hockey fan, so he's been going to games for a long time. And then he finally took me in 2006, and I got the game we went to was like a giveaway day, and I got a blanket that says "Decade in the Desert" because the Coyotes moved there in '96, which was conveniently when I was also fucking born. So
shout out to '96.
Yeah, and so
was your Uncle Steve from somewhere else, or was he also from Arizona?
Nope. Family's born and raised here.
It's kind of odd. So, thank you, Uncle Steve, for showing Quoof hockey. So, I guess the second introductory question is your favorite type of games. Kind of how you blend the two together. What got you video gaming, and what are your favorite games now? I guess.
Ooh, it's kind of a hard one. There's not a lot of games I play besides like CS:GO and hockey.
What would you start with? What's the first game you remember playing?
First game I fucking remember playing was Conker's Bad Fur Day on the N64.
That game, I love that game.
At one of my cousin's house, and it was like I was like a small child, so I should not have been playing that game.
Yeah, my brother got that from a sorry to intrude, but my brother got that and he brought that home, thinking he's like 10, so he thought it was like some kids game, but that game is 100% not for kids. Why you should not have been playing that?
It was a fun game though. It was a fun game.
It was very fun.
I was really bad at it, I think. I can't really remember that much, but
I mean, it's kind of impossible to aim on an N64 controller.
Yeah, I don't think my hands were even big enough. And that was when like the Xbox controllers were fucking huge too. And so, and that kind of segues into then I started played a lot of Halo 2, like Call of Duty.
Play Halo 3. What's the better Halo? Halo 2 or Halo 3?
2. No doubt.
Understandable. I don't agree, but understandable.
They both have their
different reasons, yeah.
But yeah, I just think I like Halo 2 more because that's where I first started playing games and fucking I got Xbox Live for the first time and I made some dumb name up.
What was your first gamer tag?
Oh no, I don't want to say it.
Say it.
No, I can't say it. But I'll
for the sake of.
Okay, I named it this. I don't know why. It was because Survivor was really big at the time.
Like the reality show.
Yeah, the reality show. And there was a guy named Johnny Fairplay. That was his nickname. And I went with that. It was Johnny Fairplay 46, all caps, all one word. And except that couldn't fit all in one. I couldn't fit all the letters, so I spelled Johnny with just one N. It was Jony. And that was my first.
Sounds like the most horrible name.
It was bad, yeah, I know, it was fucking terrible.
What was the best Call of Duty though?
Probably Modern Warfare 2, I think.
Otto was very critical of that game in his interview. Good to see you get some praise.
I played Modern Warfare also, but I just liked Modern Warfare 2 more a little bit more.
Yeah. So, leads you into the next thing. How did you end up discovering HQM? I think I know the story, but tell the people.
Yeah, I think I've told this a couple of times to people, but so I think it was sophomore or junior year of high school. I played me and my friends we started playing League and shit. Like we were all getting like computers instead of just like consoles. So we started playing League. Then we started playing, and we were like fucking thought we were too cool for League and switched to Dota. I logged a lot of hours on Dota.
Why do you like Dota better than League?
I think it's, I don't know, it's like, I feel like it's a little bit harder. There's the whole thing with like, at least when I was playing League, it was just like you're just controlling one thing, but with Dota you can like control multiple like characters and shit, and like there's fucking jungle stacking, like it's just a lot more complex than League, and I thought I was better at it also. I just sucked at League mostly.
Okay.
Dota I was alright at. And then just played Dota, played CS:GO for a little bit, and then we were just like, one of my friends found Sub Rosa, and that's how I got introduced to Cryptic Sea games. And this was when like Sub Rosa like wasn't paid for yet. It was super early. There were a lot of I can't remember if it was Russians or Brazilians that played Sub Rosa, and we would just we spent hours on Sub Rosa just like shooting fucking Russians or Brazilians, any foreigners basically. And just like, we thought we were actually pretty good we got really good at Sub Rosa. We were like those dudes that would, if anyone plays Sub Rosa, like, I don't know how it is now because I don't have the paid version, but you could like just stack like hella money on a server, and like whenever you join back, it saves your fucking how much money you make. And so we got really good at that. And then my friend found hockey because he was just looking through Cryptic Sea's like games that he's made.
Mm-hmm.
And like we played it one day, and I don't remember if it was dial or not, but there was like 4 or 5 of us, and we like all joined a server that there was like 1 or 2 people in, and they were like practicing, and like we were just started shit talking them and being like fucking cunts to them.
Were you still playing as Quoof?
No, I don't remember what I.
Not Johnny Fairplay?
No. I changed off that shit. I just went to like TJ Brizon or some shit at that point. I joined in. I remember I joined in probably something super fucking offensive, like probably N-word. Not gonna lie. And then
admit your mistakes here.
And we were just being like fucking piece of shit, and Dial, like, he ended up leaving. We just played by ourselves, and like we weren't like that into it. But then we stopped playing it. But I kind of kept like logging on every now and then, and I would like try it out.
When was this time frame wise? What year?
I want to say 2014.
No, you were there for the first season, what was the first season?
I think this first season was 2014, or it might have been 2013. Actually, I don't know.
Because I thought the first season was 2013.
It was 2013 then, because it was before. I think it was before any of the seasons started, or maybe during the first season.
Yeah, it was 2013. The first season was 2013, so it's around that time.
Yeah, it was around 2013, and I just started practicing it by myself a little bit, and I don't remember how I found the subreddit, but I guess that's for a different question. But yeah, so I just started playing it by myself in between Sub Rosa and fucking Dota and shit.
Squeezing time in every here and there.
Yeah.
It's understandable.
Because I thought it's an interesting fucking game.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of leads into the next thing. What kept you around?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I always thought, I was like, damn. I was kind of bummed, like, none of my friends wanted to play it, and so I was just playing it by myself, and fucking finally started talking to people. I don't remember how. I honestly, like, it feels like so long ago. That's like a sophomore in high school, I think. Yeah, sophomore. And fucking just somehow started talking to people, and I remember just like joining pubs on like Friday nights, and there was, I think HTML was a thing. I'm not sure actually.
I believe at that point, I believe so. Should be at least.
And I was trying to play and shit, and then I can't remember how I got into the league. I just signed up as a free agent. I don't remember how I found the subreddit either. I just signed up as a free agent there, and it was like, that's what actually HQM made me make a Reddit account. So shouts out to HQM for that. Made me discover Reddit for the first time.
Interesting. Who is the?
Then, yeah.
Oh, go on.
And so yeah, I just kept playing, and eventually the only reason I stuck around was because I eventually got drafted, or not drafted, but picked up by fucking it was New Jersey, I think. So I was like, damn, I'll keep playing this game.
Understandable. Well, going back to those days, who's the first friend you made in the community?
Oh fuck, that's hard. I want to say the very first friend wasn't a long-lasting friend I made, but was Danzo29, with New Jersey, because I just remember he was GMing New Jersey at the time during the first season, and so he was like, we were playing pubs one day, and he just like kept fucking. He was just like, look how good this dude is. Fuck, why is he not in the league? And I was like,
was it a sarcastic way, or?
No, it seemed like he was being genuine. I can't tell. Honestly, I don't remember, but he was like, every time I'd like score a goal or something, which I think about now, if I like watched what I was doing back then, I would just fucking yell at myself. But he was like just talking me up, giving me props and shit, and so I started talking to him a little bit, and then he fucking picked me up.
So is the classic saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know, or is it a little bit of both?
No, it's who you know, no doubt. I was probably just fucking terrible. I'm sure everyone kind of was terrible at that point, but
oh, definitely. Don't I wouldn't feel bad about because everyone was probably scoring ground goals and stuff like that in pubs.
Exactly. And that was like back in the days where like you get a breakaway, you just glide it right.
Yeah, that Otto kind of talked about that. I remember that too. Those were the days, and there'd be a huge like debate on whether or not that was
you just
cool.
Glide it in and you BM the shit out of the other team, because no one played goalie either. And even if they did play goalie, you could probably just glide it in either way.
Yeah, that's true. Goalies. Yeah. Well, what does it feel like to be in this elite class of Season 1 players, even though you did get picked up? You weren't drafted, but you're still a Season 1 player.
Yeah, I played one game. I believe it was in the playoffs. I'm not sure, but it was. I don't know. It's cool. I like being able to say I was like kind of around in the early days, like before a lot of the people joined. I didn't talk to a lot of people. I can't even remember if I talked to like Dial. I know he was fucking around. I don't know if I got on the team speak at all. But I know I talked to some people. It was good. I like being able to say I'm a Season 1 LHL player.
Yeah, I don't think people really think of you as a Season 1 LHL player. At least I knew you were early. I knew you were early. And you were, you've been here for a long time, but I didn't think it was that long. Like I thought like, maybe like Season 4 or something like that.
Yeah.
I guess Season 4 I don't even remember if we ever interacted when I first came here.
No, I don't think we
probably
did
not.
At all.
Probably not, so that's probably why I at least don't think of you as that. So yeah, you kind of stayed in that little backup role type deal for the next couple seasons, but Season 4 you man up and you GM. Why'd you want to do it, and what happened that season with the Phoenix Coyotes?
I can't remember why I wanted GM. I think I just wanted to play, honestly. I never played because I was bad, and I understood that like there were people that were better than me, and I was like okay with that. Like I've never been like a person who thinks he should be playing like over someone. Like if I think someone's better than me, like
yeah, of course,
I can like I won't try to like disrupt and be like, hey, let me play and chill. I'll just like let the team do whatever they want, whatever the GM wants. And so I think finally I just was like, fuck yeah, I kind of want to play. And so I GM'd, and I think Dow was at least probably urging me on a little bit, because I definitely would have gotten the first overall pick.
Well, were you and Dio like talking at this point, friends wise, or just?
Yeah. I think around Season 4 I was talking to him a little bit. I was definitely getting on the TeamSpeak more, and I think that was probably the big reason why I decided GM, because I was like getting on the TeamSpeak and like interacting with people.
At this point, are you kind of distancing yourself from your, not maybe distancing yourself, but spend less time playing games with the other friends?
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I still like played CS and everything with them, but because I just like hang out with them and shit, and then we go home and fucking from school and just play CS. But on like Tuesday,
Sorry,
Thursdays, and Sundays,
Did you say you'd go home fucking from school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, fucking from school. Yes.
Okay.
But we go home and just play CS, and like on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays, I'd kind of always be like, no, I can't play with you guys. I'm doing something. And
Did they know?
No, not during season 4. No.
Do they know now?
Yeah, they did find out at some point. I don't remember when it was that they were like, one of my friends like looked up, like started playing it again or something, and like looked at the subreddit, and like I was like I was doing something where I was like a higher up post, and he saw it, and then like asked me about it. I was like, yeah, I've been playing this for a while.
Were you hiding it from them on purpose, or just kind of didn't really
Yeah,
maybe say?
probably. Yeah, no, I was.
Oh,
I
why?
probably was.
Why?
I don't know. Because it's fucking I don't know. I kind of want to say it was like a shitty game, but not really. I don't know. I don't know why I was hiding it from. Probably because it was fucking. I thought it was nerdy as hell that I was like playing with all these like the same dudes over and over again that like I don't talk to like in real life on a daily basis. So I thought it was like a little bit weird at that point. Because I never like I know like friends that have like done like role playing servers on and shit on like Gary's mod that like used to do that, and I just always thought that was weird. Not that this is like the same, but it kind of a little bit is. But I thought it was just nerdy as fuck, so I was like, I don't know if I want to tell him.
So so I was gonna ask what kind of happened this season, but also before we get to that, kind of, did you do the drafting or did Dial kind of? Did you know enough to draft Tim, Briz?
I definitely. Well, okay, I didn't draft Briz. I don't think I even drafted PB. I know I drafted one of the New Jersey boys. I can't say if I might have drafted 2 of them, but I definitely didn't draft all 3. I got Briz in a trade, and that happened like super late in the season, like right before the deadline. But yeah, I drafted Dial. I had a plan that I would like. I had a whole like list and shit. I made it, fucking wrote it down. I was like studying shit, and I was like trying to make a big deal about it because I was like, I don't want to look like a shitty GM. And so made a whole list, and then I drafted Dial, and I knew Dial like always does shit like that. He always knows like he always keeps an eye out for like who's doing good and shit. So like I would just bounce ideas off of him. And normally we'd like come to the same conclusion. There were some picks where he was like, no, we should pick this guy, and I just was like, all right, that's fine. He knows more than I do. And so he definitely helped. He definitely helped out in drafting.
So what ended up happening that season? Honestly, I thought, I wasn't around, but whenever I heard you guys talk about it, I thought you guys were a bottom feeding team. I didn't know you guys finished second on the season.
No, yeah, we're actually a pretty solid team. I'll have to look at it. I don't remember.
You guys lost in the first round playoffs to Chicago.
Yeah, I think we had a really good season. I remember that season because that was when RSL was like part of the LHL, and it's like a lower tiered league where you use your players, but they're all the same teams.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when like me and Doc came up with this. I was like, I still remember this super fondly, the XYZ line with Tall Midget.
Oh, I remember that.
Zook Orphan and 2 Ys.
You created that?
Yeah, we came up with, we were like, they were like really good, really solid. I don't remember who played defense. I think it was 2 Ys. But Tall and Zook were like really good on offense together at the time.
Why did Tall drop the X?
I don't know. Like, probably because he thought it was like cringy or some shit. Because a little bit, but
I forgot that was Tall, but I do remember the XYZ line. I didn't know that was you.
Yeah, there was a big controversy with the RSL that season 2 because one of those 3 were missing, and so I think I played in the RSL and like everyone got like mad at me for it. Like the other team, whoever we were playing, I think it was in playoffs too. They got mad at me for it. There's like a big controversy. You probably, I don't know like what you look up for the post, but they're probably still on the subreddit. I don't think they ever got deleted or anything. But yeah, there was like XYZ line. That was a good time. And then I remember when I ended up drafting. I know I had Mr. TB123. That was like his first season of like before he was like really good. He was still like pretty good, but he would always just like go AFK during games because he's like getting yelled at or some shit. Like, I really wanted to like just solidify our team going into the playoffs because we were like pretty solid going towards the end. I don't know if we ever got to first place like standings wise or not, but I made a trade at the end. It was Mr. TB and like I think it might have been like one or two other people for Briz, because I had Tim and I had PB for most of the season, and I traded TB and like I think it might have been Leafs, but I'm not sure. No, it wasn't Leafs. He was the GM that season. It was someone else that was like pretty good. It might have been Fuzzy. I don't know. But I traded them for Briz to like fill in my spot at G because he was like having a nuts ass season. And like there was like it was a big deal, and I probably got fleeced on that trade, and it ended up not working out for us because all Tim, Briz, and PB did were just fucking argue during the playoffs.
What would they argue about?
Just like Briz would just call Tim or PB like fucking dumb or something, and like he's like, "Why would you do that? You're an idiot. What are you doing?" And Tim would like argue back with him, and so we're just like,
oh yeah, because they know each other, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They're like they're all friends in real life. They all went to the same high school or some shit.
PB and two.
Yeah, I think PB was part of that.
Oh wow.
Maybe not. I know he lives in New Jersey where they both live, but
yeah,
I don't know if he knew him personally, but they were all like pretty good friends. So I was like, fucking I'm gonna try to get them together and hopefully it works out. And no, they just ended up fucking arguing with each other the whole time. And Dow put up, look at it now. Dow put up 106 points that season. Jesus.
Yeah.
But
44, but still, it's still nuts. Was that the highest in the season? No, Otto had 108. So.
Oh damn, Otto had 108 that season. Oh fuck, Dow. You gotta step it up, buddy. But yeah, then we ended up losing the first round, and I always felt bad about that trade because I remember when I made the trade, like Dog got like really sad about like losing TB, and I was like, I remember messaging him on TS or something like, did I fuck up? Did I like fuck? I was like, I don't think he ever replied, but I was like, oh shit, I fucked up. But I was fine with it. We went to the first round at least.
Would you GM again?
I would not know. I'd never want to GM again.
Why? Just because that season, or just because how the games you've changed in the game?
Yeah, I just don't want to take the responsibility. Now I just don't pay enough attention to this game, and I've been showing up a lot this season, but I don't want to like have to deal with that again.
Understandable.
I just want to be able to show up and play and just forget about that shit.
Kind of jumping across to something that's not really too related, but what were your thoughts about moving to 5v5? Because that was season 4, so you had one more season left of 4v4.
Yeah, we moved to 5v5 in season 6, right?
Yeah, season 6 was the first.
6. Yeah. Oh, I can't remember how I felt about it. I think I still played G at the time, but I still wasn't getting a lot of playing time. I probably liked it at the time. I either liked it or just didn't really mind at all. I can't remember which I liked. I didn't really like 4v4 that much, actually. Especially because Matt, and he would just get space. I don't know if that's later, but no, he still played 4v4. Yeah, he would just get space, and everyone thought it was, like, not fair at all, and so we just were like, I was like, alright, fine, now I don't have to worry about that as much. Hopefully. I'd prefer 5v5. I like 5v5 more.
Oh, definitely. I think everyone does. This is the right choice. I think was T the one that proposed that? I think.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, I remember reading one of his posts saying, at least when he was trying to argue you should be GM like season 10 or something, or season 15 or 14 or 13 or whatever it was, he was just saying, I was like one of the big proponents of 5v5 when everyone was giving me shit for it.
Yeah, I'm glad they decided to do that. It was a good move.
So also, this kind of whole time period from like season 5 to whatever 10 or whatever the next question goes to, but you're kind of rolling around from D to G. You never really play O. I mean, maybe you did. I can't see from the stat sheet, but at least from what I'm going based off now, you never really played O much. But
No.
why not? Well, why haven't you really played O in leagues?
I don't got the hands.
Do you now?
Can't do it. No, definitely not. I can dangy a little bit, but no, not even close.
So, well, then what about kind of D and G? How come you never really settled on one? I guess this season you're D, but I'm sure if they ask you to play net, you would.
I think nowadays I'm kind of leaning more towards just D in general. I think I used to be like a lot better at G, but now I feel like I don't play that well whenever I play G. I make some saves, but not really. I feel like now I'm better at D. I just used to think I was always like just pretty equal at both. I used to probably think I was better at G, honestly, and I used to probably be way better at G because I just could not skate or like handle the puck at all. So I always felt like, and I also thought G would probably give me a higher chance of playing. Because I don't think there were a lot of Gs back then, but there were a decent amount, and I thought I could at least do better than some other ones to get picked to like start on a team. But that was not the case.
So that's kind of why I guess now you're more defenseman, so.
Yeah, I like playing
as you grew into
more.
it.
I like skating more now.
You find, because I mean, when at least I played defense, I kind of like it because if you're a forward and you don't have the puck, you're not really doing shit.
Yeah.
But at least with D, it's like, yeah, you can have the puck, but when you don't have the puck, you still got to focus on your positioning and stuff. So I think that's kind of the fun aspect to it.
Plus, I feel like that's actually a good point because I feel like offense, like whenever I try to play offense, I always am like just not doing shit, and I never have the puck, and I could try to fucking like back check, but then whatever. I'll just cherry pick. Hopefully, someone passes it to me. And so I don't really do much on offense. I've never been a big. I do think I have a good offensive like awareness, but I'm just like I don't have the hands for it.
What about if you would play real hockey? Would you play D? Where do you get the hands than that?
Like actual like
ice hockey, floor hockey.
No, I would probably play offense because I know defense is like really hard in actual hockey. I'd probably play offense. I do think I have the hands IRL for offense, but
okay.
I think
type yourself up.
I think if I had let me say this. I think if I had lower ping, I could play forward.
Okay. What's your ping at right now?
Hovers around 60. And I know auto and shit. Like I can't like dang you. I can't get used to that ever. I can do pretty well. Like sometimes I'll like go in like a personal server and I can dang you like all right. But if I could practice on like 20 ping constantly, I think I could get pretty good at dangies. Not gonna lie, not a big deal.
Is that a backhand remark to Taze?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. That's a call out. I'd like to see Taze respond in the comments if he watches this, or Otto, I guess too.
Although now at this point, I'd still even probably prefer to play defense. I like playing D now.
Are you talking? Oh, okay. Well, what do you mean still at this
H2M.
point? What do you mean still at this point? Even with like your ping and all that, even if you did have better ping?
Even if I did have better ping, yeah, I'd rather play defense, I think.
Okay. You learned to love it?
Yeah, I love playing D.
Okay, well, let's get on the next one. Season 8. Well, let me double check. Season 7 or 4 when you GM'd, you had how many games played? I don't think you had that many. You had 8. So season 7, let me double check what I put. Actually, no, season 8, you had your career high at that point. 9 games played on G&D with Zams Philadelphia. Did you see this as kind of working your way up? You think you're going to get more time going forward?
Yeah,
And,
definitely. I thought I could have sworn I put up better numbers than fucking 50% that season, but yeah, I think at that point I was like I was getting more used to like I don't know. I was just thinking about the game differently, and I was kind of like picking up like not just making like dump plays like where I can only dump it or some shit.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, you were also you're still a backup at this point, but
yeah,
I guess
I,
Meat missed a couple games.
yeah. I do remember making some sick saves that season. Actually, it might not have been that season, but I only had what's to say 2 wins with 4 games
4 games
played at
played,
G.
yeah. Yeah, I guess the other 5 were on. You about did a 50-50
I
split
was
almost.
D, yeah. Oh, what was the question?
Just kind of, did you think this was the start of you kind of getting more increase in playing time? So, and like kind of what it was like to get that increase in minutes. Do you take? Well, I guess you kind of touched on that by saying, you remember making nutty saves and you thought you did better, but
Yeah.
did you at least think about at that point about kind of what it meant in terms of your permanent position as a starter or where you're going to be next season?
Uh, Not really at that time because at that time I was always like, actually, hey, hold on, yeah, yes, I mean, yes, I did think I was like trying to like become a starter at that point. I was like really wanted to like start games and just fucking go out there and just shut shit down, either whether it was a D or G. I didn't care. I just wanted to play.
Mm.
Um, I thought I had a pretty good, I had an alright season. I can't really remember. I don't remember much from like any of the early seasons or even some of the recent seasons, but I do think I was like trying to move up the ladder. I can't
Yeah.
remember if I played RSL at all that season. I don't think I played. I only played like 2 seasons of RSL, I think, in
Yeah, I
total.
guess I should have. Oh, I'm only thinking from an LHL perspective. I'm not even thinking about this from RSL. Like, well, I guess I can kind of ask that leads right into here. Or I guess season 9. I guess season 9 LHL comes first before season 9
Yeah.
RSL. You take that. You kind of take like a
Was season 9
disappearance.
when I disappeared?
Yeah, I double checked.
I don't remember. I don't remember why I did that. I think I just like didn't really like wasn't at that point. I was like, actually, okay, that means I might have like had a really bad season 8, and so I was just like, fucking, I don't even want to play this anymore, and I just got off. I stopped
Well,
talking to
I
them.
don't know if you want to get into it, but the reason why I knew it was season 9 because I DM'd you on Twitter saying, get back on Twitter, like everyone misses you, or
I
get back on
remember
TS,
this.
and you're like, and I was just like asking like why even, and you're like, oh, it's just kind of personal stuff. I don't know if that was true, if anything happened. I don't know if you
No,
remember.
that was probably bullshit. I didn't go through anything like serious at that time. I was just probably like, this might have been like, what year? Like, what year was it? Do you know?
2015. It was like I think it was November
Okay, yeah.
2015
So,
when I DM'd you.
I think the big reason that was my senior year of high school, so I was like going out and doing a lot of shit most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was trying to party a lot. I remember I partied a lot senior year, so that might have been it.
Didn't
And I
really
was
care about
just
an
like,
online hockey game.
well, I just knew at that point. Still, I knew that if I kept trying to play that game, play HQM, I would just like fucking not want to go do anything else. I'd be like just want to like hang out with everyone on like the team speaker, everything. So I was like, I need to just go hang out with like my real friends. Like I want to go fucking do something, like just go like drink or smoke weed or some shit during senior year. So I was like, I'll just not sign up. And then I just didn't get on the
You
team speak at
ghosted
all.
us.
I did. I felt bad about it too.
It's alright. It's especially senior year. Live it up before kind of people move away. I understand
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it wasn't any like big like fucking
Personal reasons you just want to.
travesty in my life or anything. Yeah, it was just
All right, let's just want to clear that up because I know some friends were curious about where their good friend went. I completely forgot to even think about RSL.
although I do remember the like night I like came back to the team speak though.
What
A
happened? I don't
little bit
remember.
at least. I don't think like a lot happened, but I just remember like joining back in and everyone was like fucking freaking out and shit. Because I think it was you that finally like got me back on. I was like, oh,
I did. I
I'll
told
get
you. I
on.
DM'd you on Twitter, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Can you get on? Like everyone misses you because you were gone like that whole summer or something like that."
Yeah. Yeah. I came back though. I came back. Don't worry.
That's true. That's true.
Can't forget the real ones.
Speaking of real ones, I remember. I guess I didn't even think to ask this because I was just thinking purely from an LHL perspective. But season 9 RSL. That's you mentioned on the draft show. I remember you mentioned the real Hershey Bear GM is Super Hot Glue. And I remember that whole season. The whole plan was to be me, you, Super on on the Hershey Bears, and it didn't happen at first. But BG traded me early in the season, and we ended up together, and it fucking sucked.
Yeah, that was rough.
Hold
on, wait, what position did you play?
I was forward in
did
RSL.
I play G? I can't remember. Was I G or D? I think I was D.
Let me double check the roster. I think you were D as well. I don't know if we had another goalie though. Let me double check. Let's see, Hershey Bears. Hershey Bears, we had Ali Mata as a goalie, but yeah, you were actually offense.
Oh,
on the roster, on the stat sheet. I kind of do remember this. Oh yeah, because I remember whenever
we played and we were just complaining about the D.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. So what about that? What about that? Anything you want to say about that?
I don't know. I have like forgotten about that shit. I blocked it out. I do remember. I didn't think about this until we started talking about season 9 Hershey, and you said I was forward. I was like, damn. Yeah,
I do remember that
we played forward, and like we
probably didn't help defensively, but
no, we definitely didn't skate back at all.
But definitely our Dmen couldn't get it up to us. At least the meta that RSL was.
Well, I think I specifically remember being super mad because I know they had chances to get it up to us, where they could have just dumped it up like the same boards or something, and like they couldn't do it. And I remember being super mad about that.
I remember being super mad. One game we had the lead, and we have like a 1 or 2 goal lead at the end of the second. And Super takes himself out and puts in Molting Duck. And I thought Super was better than Molting Duck, and I just remember thinking, oh, that was the wrong move. Probably won't watch this, so I mean Super might, but Molting Duck won't. But then how did I feel that the one game we weren't there? Probably not the one game, because I remember I was missing a lot of games that season too, because I kind of just felt unmotivated, and I cared more about season 10 Washington more. Mm-hmm. And the game we're gone, I'm not Stamkos pops off and gets our first win of the season without us. Yeah. Were you hurt? I was embarrassed.
No, I was probably a little bit embarrassed. I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. You got lucky.
So you had 5 games played that season? Or no, you had 9. We both had 9. Yeah. We both had 9. That season, I don't remember really anything.
How many points did I have?
5. I had 4.
Oh.
Me. But you also, you actually had 1 game at goalie as well. So damn, you outshined me. But I needed that season so I could tank my draft stock for the next season. That's the meta. That's the meta. I guess season 10 RSL. You weren't. You actually.
Was that like the first time we like started talking to each other? I can't remember.
It had to be before that because I told you to come back. And I was following you on Twitter, and we wanted to be together on that team. Yeah. So I don't know when the first time. Let me check Twitter, and see when the first time I DM'd you, or you DM'd me. I don't know. Probably I DM'd you because that was weird, and I was like fucking like, ugh. But also, I don't know. Season 10. This is just a kind of a quick thing you can maybe mention. Let me just get the timestamp. Season 10 RSL. Sully, I think it was Sully was the GM, right?
Oh, was that Worcester?
Yeah, and you take over. So you actually kind of GM again.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I did.
Yeah, so talk about that.
After, Sully, he, like, couldn't show up or anything. Or he fucking got, like, kicked out of his house or some shit, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Because, like, he wouldn't take a prom picture with his parents. But, yeah, I remember, yeah. And, I forget about this shit until, like, I actually think about it.
I completely forgot to talk about RSL in this interview. Insane. Because then, the next season, you're on the Bay Comey Dogs. And you guys all showed up that season, but I don't know why you guys just missed the playoffs.
Yeah,
Was it fun GMing again? on season 10?
I think season 10 Worcester, I had a really good time actually.
I think I swear I think I could just tell, because I remember I would ask you about like who's showing up and all that stuff, and you seemed like you were happy with the role of being GM.
Yeah, I was fine with it. It was a good time. I can't really remember like who was on it. I know we had I don't even remember who we had. I just remember. Did we make the playoffs? I don't think
Nope.
we did.
Remember there was that big thing where you guys thought you were in a spot or something?
Oh, yeah.
And they counted wrong.
Yeah, because they counted. Yeah, fucking whoever that was. I can't remember, but I think it might have been Austin, but whatever. I don't know. Yeah. No, I didn't. I wasn't like too. I had a good time in the RSL that season. Even the season after that, I had pretty good time with Bocomo. Is that how you say it?
I am not
whatever
sure.
Gouch's team was, the French Canadian team.
Yeah. The first time I DM'd you was January 15th, 2015.
Damn.
Oh, it's like cringy to look back on. I feel like I was fucking spamming you with shit.
What'd you
Felt
say?
like fucking you hate me. I don't even want to say it. Just like shit. Like I was like, it says dangle Selly.
I'll go look at it.
No, don't. Please don't. Fuck. God, this fucking hurts to look at.
Yeah. I remember initially being a little butthurt about Sully about like his whole situation, but it wasn't his fault.
Okay.
I was okay with it. I had a good time.
So yeah, I guess that kind of touches on some RSL stuff. I can't believe I didn't even think about that. I guess because the first interview was auto, and like I don't have to touch RSL shit with that.
Yeah.
Wow, is there anything else RSL? Season 11, yeah, Komu, whatever you
The
call it.
only thing RSL like big controversy as part of that was the Coyotes thing when I played in the playoffs because we were missing a dude.
Would you do it again?
Fuck yeah, I would. We were missing a guy, and I asked him to reschedule, and like they just straight up wouldn't, so I fucking just played. And I didn't picture myself as that good, so I was like, all right, it's fine.
Understandable.
Apparently it was a big deal to whoever we were playing. I just remember it being a big deal. There's a couple posts about it on the subreddit. And then we got stripped of our wins. Morty. Yeah, they took our wins away for that. Because I think we won both the games. And they took them away from us.
It's understandable by them.
Yeah, I understood it. I was like, all right, that's fair.
Well, I'm kind of going to skip back to the LHL. I mean, if you want to touch on, season, 11, you were in Vancouver. And, I mean, I was like, dude, I'd love to be on the team with Otto and Taze. I think you played a couple games.
That was a fun team. Yeah,
You still remember it?
Yeah. That was it with, yeah. Although I do... Okay, hold on, never mind. I'll use this for a different question.
Okay.
I had Slim on that team too. Damn.
That was
a fun ass. That was a fun ass team to be a part of.
I was gonna be taken instead of Slim, but Claude picked me first. I remember I was talking to kBomb.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, it hurts my feelings. But I guess we're jump back to the LHL. I want to talk about season 15. You were on Philly, Caps Philly, the underperforming team. What did they end up finishing that season? They were last. Okay.
We were last?
Yep.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah. You got some starts. You did pretty good for yourself.
Yeah, I think I had a really good season that season.
You got actually, where are you at? Where are you at?
Yeah, for some reason I think this is one of the things I'm not. I think I got traded to Chicago.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Other than that, I had a pretty good season. I put up 63%.
Yeah, in 6 games. So
it's kind of a small sample number, but
yeah. So I'll just ask you. Do you think you should have played over kBomb? I want the unfiltered, non-fake news.
Okay, I'll be honest. At the beginning, no, but there was a point in time where we were going on some hard fucking losing streaks or some shit. I can't remember exactly how our games went and everything. I remember we started off okay. We weren't the best, but we were pretty decent. kBomb was making saves, and then there were one or two games where like kBomb kind of like shit the bed a little bit, and like I was talking to oh, Jeff was on. I could have sworn Jeff was on the team. I was talking to, like,
he was in the beginning. They traded.
yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember I was talking to Jeff and he was like, we were talking like, what, just like, why didn't he put like me in? Like kBomb like kind of fucked up, and like I remember this specifically because like a couple plays he like came out of the net like unnecessarily, where like the dude couldn't even like contest the puck. Like it was like a free puck, but the forward was definitely gonna get there before he did, but he came out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And like they scored on him both times, and that was like probably like when we were losing a lot, and that definitely like lost us the game. Not that kBomb is bad or anything, but like
say how much you like him, because I know you like him.
I do love kBomb. Love kBomb. Shouts out kBomb. He's a daddy, but yeah, he made a couple like really ill-advised plays, and I was just like I was super butthurt, and like me and Jeff were like just complaining about it, and like later that night or something, like why didn't Kev put me in? I don't know, fuck. And then we ended up like not doing very well, and I got some playing time, and then I ended up getting traded. Same with Jeff.
Yeah. Well, that will kind of just, I mean, it could be future past this point, but is there anyone else you thought you should have started over but didn't?
Oh, I was just looking at this. No, not that I can think of. Let's see. I'd have to like look through it all. And I've been trying to do that the past couple of days, but I couldn't really see anything where I was like, damn, I should have started that team.
Just I got to kBomb because you hate him, apparently.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, I met the guy in real life, so.
We'll get into that. Have added that to the end. So, season 16 is the next season, and things don't. You're on New York. You played D, I think, that season, or you're also G, because Meat was goalie that season. That's the first season Meat kind of starts coming out a little bit, and that's when he kind of, I think, makes his decision that he wants to play forward.
Yeah, yes, I remember.
So you're kind of D and G. Let's see, yeah,
I played
you played all G. Oh,
G.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I could have sworn you played D.
I only put up a 45. Whew, that's rough.
Cool. So that kind of just, not even talking about that. Is that why you kind of took a break season 17? Just because that season that team ended, the team ended last, did they? Yep, they did.
It might have played a little bit of a part, but nah, I think there was more of a thing where I was trying to work more. And for that like season, I had like, for a while I had like Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday nights like just requests, like they just didn't schedule me, so I like finally was like, I'm gonna just kind of focus on working more a little bit.
Like how many days a week were you working?
I was working like 5. And I could have played some, but I was just like, I feel like if I signed up, I knew I wouldn't like try to work those days. Like I would have just kept it like, don't schedule me Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sunday nights. So I was just like, it's just better not to sign up, and I'll just focus.
What about the mornings where you were going to school?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to school at that point. I was in like college too at that point.
Yeah.
And so I was like trying to focus on like work, and like I'm like still paying for fucking my class and everything. So I was like, I just need to focus on like not playing this game so much, and actually like working. I think that season was during the winter, which is when, or it might have been like when I first got a job at where I work now. I can't remember.
What, season 17 or season 16?
16.
Oh, season 16. Let's see. That was like October to December.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was like, I just decided to focus on working. Didn't really pay attention as much at all. I still got on the team speak and everything. I just didn't care about AHL. Just trying not to.
So, the season that you skipped, season 17, who were you rooting for the Cup? I know you didn't like.
Did not care.
I remember you didn't care. I remember you
care.
complained to me about, you're like, these teams have dumb names like Kansas City Scouts and St. Louis.
I was just complaining about, because I was like just used to like all these like current LA or NHL teams, and I just didn't like the Kansas City Scouts.
It's a trend as of late.
I'm a big fan of like the original 6 team names, like Detroit, Boston, New Jersey.
Like LHL original 6.
Yeah, the original 6 LHL team. And I can't remember what else there was.
Boston.
I think there were 6.
Washington, Colorado, Dallas, New Jersey, Chicago, Boston.
Not as much a fan of Colorado, but
Yeah, well,
like
not
all
even
the
New
other
Jersey, because I
teams.
feel like Boston, Chicago, Dallas, and Washington kind of already have they've been around enough.
Yeah.
I feel like if I would add 2 other teams, maybe do Philly and Toronto. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like I'm all for like using new teams or like trying to find a NHL team that hasn't been used or is like barely used. That's why I picked the Coyotes, also because I'm a Coyotes fan. Fucking, we're gonna win the Stanley Cup this season. But I've always wanted like people to like use teams that haven't used much, but I just don't like Kansas City or fucking what was it like Cleveland
Yeah,
too.
season 12 was Cleveland Barons.
That was season 12. Damn. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like those like I don't know why. There's not like a good reason for it. I just like those original 6 teams. I even like Colorado more than like the other ones. There's not a good reason for it. But no, I didn't care about at all about who won that season. I was just trying not to like pay attention to it at all.
So season 18, where we are now. You were kind of iffy about signing up.
Yes, I was.
But eventually you did. Why'd you want to sign up?
I'll start with why I didn't want to sign up again because I realized after season 17 I didn't play. I was like, damn, I haven't even thought about this shit at all. I've been like hanging out with like a lot of people I work with. And I'm like really good friends with everyone I work with. I was like, damn, and I was like focusing on school. I was like, okay, I could get used to like not thinking about playing this game on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays.
But you still were around, like you said.
Yeah, but I was still coming around like when I had free time and shit. And so, and the only reason I signed up, I think, was mostly because Tony. I finally was like, fine, I'll sign up, but like, I'm not gonna like try to make any games.
Tony was really
And
trying to push everyone.
I told myself that I was like, I'm just like not gonna try, but then I found myself like not really hanging out with like everyone as much, and like I still like I'm like good friends with like everyone I work with and shit, but I just like don't do as much. I still like do some like whenever I like work on weekends, I like do like I end up going out a lot of shit on weekends except for like Sundays.
Yeah.
But like no one goes out on Sundays anyways, so I don't like go hang out with people.
Unless you're an alcoholic.
Yeah, whatever. And so I was like fucking fine. And now I'm like I didn't have any classes like during LHL hours or anything, so I was like, yeah, I'll sign up.
Are you happy? Now you guys are in the
I'm
finals,
happy.
and you got a starting spot.
Yeah, I'm happy with how this season went. Whether we win or lose on Thursday and Sunday, I'm happy with how
After
this
all
season
these
went.
years of being a backup,
Yep.
deservingly or undeservingly, you finally got the starting spot.
Although I forgot to say this, I was like, there was a point where I was like, hell yeah, I'm the backup, and I was gonna get a fucking award for it, but they took it away. I just want to say that, like, that's bullshit.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you. When people think of a quality backup, they think of you. It's not just the backup aspect, but it's the fact that you could do D or G.
And like at first I was like kind of upset about that, but then I like started. I was like, all right, yeah, I can get behind this. I'm fine with that. People want to start drafting me to like just be a replacement. I'm like fine with that. I'll do whatever I can to whenever I play to help the team win.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, I remember like there are times when I would be talking trades with either my GM or like anything. It's like the price to get you is like the price people would do for like a regular starter, because they know how valuable you are. And now
It's
you
good
get
to hear.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I remember. Let me double check the stat sheet, but I think season 15 with Crab, we were trying to get you. No, I mean we did end up getting you. We did end up getting you. Oh fuck! I completely forgot about that.
What season?
Season 15, Chicago. I forgot you got traded there.
Oh yeah.
I
remember.
Season 14, I think me and Guy talked about trying to get you.
That was a fun team too. That was a good team.
What?
Chicago season 15.
Yeah, I love that team. Team was very fun. Sucks we had to face Calgary, but
yeah.
But no, I remember, like personally, and not even just because you're my friend, but like I remember I like always try to make a point that GMs should try to push to get you, because I think you're very valuable as a backup. I mean I think you're starter caliber.
It's just a good concept to have people that show up and like, can
definitely
fill in.
I mean,
and sometimes I wouldn't show up, but like
I
just
think
even drafting people that will like.
Yeah, I think people don't really place an importance on that. I kind of learned that now with my time on like GMing Vancouver, and it's like going into the draft, you got to pick people that you know are reliably going to be there. I don't want to get into it and kind of name names, but you know.
Yeah.
You want to be able to trust that.
That's always got to be like a thought, at least in the back of your mind. Like,
definitely, there's a reason. I mean, even if Dial was a little bit worse than other players, I mean, you can argue that Otto's better than Dial, whatever you want to argue, but you know, Dial gets taken over him. And there's I mean, Otto and Dial, let's put that, and that's not a good fucking example.
Yeah,
Otto shows up too.
Both show up, yeah.
I don't know. What's a better example? Who are 2 top players?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Matt and Dial. Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
You pick one because one
That's
shows up, and one's gonna be there every game and be dedicated. Nothing against Matt. Just stating facts. So yeah. Why do you think you were able to get the starting spot in Florida? Just because how the team was drafted and they got defense late?
I forgot how the draft go. It was like Otto first.
I think it was Otto, Tony, PK, you.
PK, and then Canoodle.
Or no, Canoodle. Yeah, Canoodle,
then
you.
me.
Yeah, you went very late this draft.
I go late every draft. That's just how it is. I've gotten used to it. I think a big part of it was like Jabba was like missing games and like stuff, but this was like before he broke his ankle too. Like he would miss games every now and then, and so like me and Canoodle would play, and I feel like we solidified, like we played very well together. I like playing with Canoodle. Not that I don't like playing with Jabba, but like I thought we did pretty well together. And then even when Jabba would come back, sometimes I can't remember. Like I can't even remember this season. That's how fucking bad my memory is. Jesus Christ. If he would like start me over Canoodle or not, I can't remember really. I think he'd like kind of just swap it up, and just depends. Although I do think most of the season I kind of got starting time because someone was missing the game, and so I got to play, and like I was the best option on defense at the time. Because most of the games either Jabba or Canoodle was missing it, but I think I did pretty well, like showing that I could start.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I watched a lot of them. I think I casted some of them too, and you could tell, like, especially with there's not even, like, kind of talking about today too, there's nothing even against Jabba, but like he does play up more, and Tony's good at covering back, but it's still really, like, I said it in the stream today, you're like the only guy that is not one of the guys up there. Like you're not one of the guys that is in the offensive zone most of the time, and those guys are kind of all cycling in and out, and they have a good system that they have, but
yeah,
you're the only DD on that team, I think.
Yeah.
Which is good because it lets you show your strength.
Pull
out your spook move. I said that a lot on the stream for you. Let's see, the next question. Big good question. I don't know if you're gonna have an answer for this. You have any regrets, or do you think you've done everything?
Trading for Briz that season.
That's your big regret?
On the Coyotes, yeah. Because I think that kind of did us in. Not gonna lie, the negative attitude. Because he's kind of infamous for having a little bit of a negative attitude. But
oh, definitely. Dial. If Dial's watching this, I'd like Dial to comment in his opinion on if that was as big as a factor as Quoof thinks it is. Not disagreeing. I'm just trying to generate discussion.
I think in my mind that's it right there. That's the only thing I can really think of that I wish I would have kept Timi and just played Ned instead, or started whoever I had.
Yeah. What about any other regrets, or is that it?
No, not really. I don't think so.
Good. Stand by your decision.
Maybe disappearing a little bit, but
you're here. You're here now.
Bad for everyone else, but yeah. No, not really.
Understandable. So okay. These are kind of the non, specific stuff and just kind of the general stuff. So everyone's favorite question. Who is on your I guess you didn't really fuck around 4v4 much, so I'm just gonna give you the 5v5 dream team, and you can do an all-time or current. I'll let you do how you want to, but
do I have to be part of it?
You could do 2. I don't no rules.
Like, do I have? Well, no. Do I have to be like a one of the?
No, you can.
Or I can just pick like 5 dudes that I think.
You can do 2. Do 1 and then fill yourself in for one of the players. Do like because I assume the rest of the team would be the same.
Okay. Shit. I'd probably have to do.
So okay, let's assume you're on D. Who's your other defenseman?
Jeff Taser.
Okay, classic. Who's in your spot if you're not on that team?
If I'm not playing Zam.
Yeah. Very understandable. Very understandable.
In that I'd put you or Fat Squirrel in his prime, but I'd probably go with you, based on your fucking performance this season.
Thank you. Wow, that's kind of shocking to hear, but not but the performance in this season.
And then forwards.
Well, did you consider meat? What about, because when everyone talks about dream teams, it's usually people don't really mention Fat, and maybe that's because we do it kind of based on consistency, and people don't want to write Fat based on one playoff run. Yeah. Although he still was good other than that.
He was pretty nutty.
But because you were on the team, you had a backup cup win.
Yeah,
I didn't even mention that.
Yeah, that was when that was the cup I won that I don't really think I deserve at all because I didn't play at all.
Yeah. That's why I forgot to ask, not because I just forgot.
Yeah, I forgot about that season too. Yeah, Edmonton, right? It was Edmonton.
Yep, Crab.
Yeah, Fat went off that season. But forwards, I'd have to say.
Well, go back. What about Meat? Why wasn't he in the contention? How come it was between me and Fat?
I don't know. I just didn't even think about Meat. I know you've been.
He's a forward now, I guess.
G. Yeah, I think of him more as a forward now. I know he's nuts a G too, but okay. I'd go with you or Fat during that playoff run that we made.
What about your forwards?
Forwards, I'd probably do Matt and Dial for doing all time. The Matt Dial combo, because I feel like Dial would be in a lot of people's forward group for the dream team, but
I think he's been in almost everyone.
It's hard. He works well with certain people and not very well with others. And so I feel like I wanted to say Crab.
You don't think he would work well with Crab?
I don't know.
I think he would work amazing with Crab. Did they ever play together?
I can't remember.
I think I want to say one season, but I don't remember anything.
I do think they would probably play very well together, but I just I'm going I know Matt and I they've played a lot. They used to play all the fucking time, and that was 4v4, I guess, but still I think they'd even make a formidable combo if they're both in their primes against a 5v5 team.
Well,
or at least on a
not okay. Team. I hate to keep on adding different variables all time, current, if you're there and not there, but what if it's current? Does it go to Crab? Go to Otto.
Well, Crab plays D now, so I would like to put Otto, but I don't know if they would work well together either. I think Otto and Dial would probably work well. So yeah, I'd go with them.
Very understandable.
Yeah.
And then what was the last part?
Well, I was gonna say if we're doing now, I don't know if Zam is, since he doesn't play leagues at all.
Would you do Crab? Would you do Crab?
I would do me and Jeff.
Fuck it, yeah. You still shit on every other team. So we got a couple different options. So we got you got me, you, Jeff, or Taze, I guess. Dial. So Dial Matt. Fuck, there's so many different variations, man.
Well, okay, I'll give you my final answer. Dial Otto, me Taze, you and Nut.
Hell yeah.
I'd play lefty. I'd play the more conservative D-man, even though never mind. I was gonna say something about Tiz being conservative, but he can play offense more. That's what I meant.
Understandable, very understandable. That's a solid team. So the opposite, well, not even the opposite, kind of related. But what about your favorite team you've been on?
My favorite team was Nashville season the one
13.
where we lost in the finals.
Why was that? You were backup. Why was that your favorite?
I don't know, because I just like that team.
That team was very fun.
I had a fun time on that team.
That was my first season. That team was the shit.
I always love being on a team with Tony. He's a good teammate to have.
I think I've played more with Tony than anyone else in my career.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that team was. What about it? Why did you like it so much?
I don't know. I just remember having a lot of fun, even if I like never really got the start. I was alright with it because like all you guys.
You were around a lot too.
Yeah. Like, and the starting roster was gonna be better than whatever I could do anyway. So. Let's see. Did I play any games?
You might have.
I played 4 games, 2 at G, and I think the other 2 probably at D. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember Zam missed a couple games.
But still, even though we lost, I thought it was a really fun season.
You think we were so close to winning that one?
And I think Zam's a really good GM. He's a good leader.
He's very good at getting your team together and kind of organize them, and just like he's very calm too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually surprised me that you said that. I didn't think I thought you would choose. I don't know what I thought you'd choose actually. I didn't know if you'd choose Florida or, but that's actually a very good answer. It's not like fun to think about.
If we win, probably I would choose Florida this season.
Okay.
Not that like I don't dislike I dislike it if we don't win, but I've had a lot of fun this season. But I just really had a lot of fun that Nashville season too.
So the secret's Tony.
Yeah, basically.
Is there anyone else other than Tony that's similar on that team?
Crab. I'd have to say Crab. Crab's also a good GM, even though he wasn't GM. He's a good locker room presence. I think we had a really good locker room presence. We had me, KP, and DeBeasy actually, which is similar to Florida now.
Yeah, I remember we got KP late in the season. I think we picked up DeBeasy, something like that. I don't know. That makes me really happy to hear that.
Yeah, I'd have to go. That's my first choice. If I had to do a backup, I'd choose this season where it was Chicago, where it was me, Dial, Matt, Taze, and whoever in G. I don't remember who it was. That was a good season until Dial retired, like midway through the playoffs or something, or like right before playoffs started.
What season was that? Was that season 3?
I think it was 3.
Yeah. Man. Could you just imagine that team today?
Yeah, seriously.
It's like the first 3 overall picks. Damn, that's insane.
Yeah, it was a really good team.
Well, so I guess kind of going... See, I usually ask... I don't want people to like come and be like, oh, you just fucking ask top 3 goalies because you want to see if you'd be in there. Like, I'm just going to ask kind of what your top 3 at your position, the top all-time of... And since you're D-man and goalie... What are your top 3 D-man and top 3 goalie of all time? Prime, no prime. Rank them. I don't want just 3 people.
Oh, really? Fuck.
Yeah, I don't care.
Fuck, that's a hard one. I have to say, I think Taze is first. All time.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the fucking hardware to back that up too. Second, I'd put. Fuck, I'm trying to think. Like, it's hard to remember like who played D early on. That was like good. Because I don't think anyone was like really great. Second, I'd probably put Zam. But I'm not entirely sure about that. I don't know.
Why aren't you sure about it?
Because Zam's good, but I just like I can't think
if there's anyone else.
Because I just don't think Zam has like had as big of an impact as
he swept the cup
as Taze. Yeah, he did.
Oh well, that's why he's second.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I do, but also there was I do Taze, Zam, and then Big V.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say Big V. I just saw him on one of the spreadsheets. I think like that's a thing. I think when people take a break. People forget instantly. People's memories are very short term. It's weird because people forget how good people are, but it's also a huge risk, like especially like drafting, taking someone. So
yeah, and Big V, even like I think I played with him in a later season. I can't remember.
Were you on Carolina?
It might have been Carolina.
Yeah, I don't actually. Was he on your team at that
Can't
point?
remember.
Season 14?
No, I remember. I know
he wasn't there season 14.
Him
season 11 Philly?
at some point
I don't think you're
where
on that
I
Philly.
was just like watching. I was like, damn, this guy just shuts down everything. He's like pretty solid offensively too. He's like creating chances and shit, and like making good breakouts. I'd put Big V at third, yeah.
Goalies.
And goalies. Ooh. Yeah, give me a second. Let's see. I'd do.
Might hear fireworks in the background. Sorry.
Fuck. God, this is a hard one. There's in a lot of good G's. Shit.
Yeah, because I want to stress all time, so.
Yeah.
Even if someone who played season 4 was shit, probably compared to today's standards, I don't count it.
Okay. I think I'd do. As much as I hate saying this, I think I'd put Briz at 1. He was
first
nuts.
overall. I wasn't really around to see his prime.
He was nuts in his prime, but fuck, I'm trying to think.
Cause I've seen him like season 7 and on, probably.
Actually, I'd probably put Meat at 1. I put Meat at 1.
But not on your dream team.
No.
Okay. Is it a personality playing with thing, or do you factor that in your dream team?
I think Meat's not terrible, not a bad teammate. I think he's pretty good actually. I've never played with him actually, so I can't say.
You played with him in New York.
Memory
sucks.
I don't remember that though. He was forward also. I've never played with him at being in. Was he in net? No, he was in net, right?
He was like for half the season. He kind of was. That's when he was dipping his toes into playing out.
Yeah, I just know how Carey is. I feel like sometimes he could get a little tilted.
Okay.
But I don't think he ever lets that affect him. Then I put you. God, this is so hard. I don't like this question. There's so many.
You gotta do it.
So
I'm not offended.
So
don't worry.
I'll go Meattail you. Then I'll say Fat.
Wow. So Briz got knocked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly because I don't like Briz, but he was good. I have to give him props for that.
He was.
I don't like him a lot. He had a really good stretch where he was like one of the best G's in the game that everyone wanted. So I'd put Briz at 4 if I had to. So he's there, but just right out there. You gotta take personality into account there, I think.
Understandable. That kind of hurts you didn't put me over Meat then. If you put personality in account. I'm kidding.
There's Meat.
I'm kidding. Meat
is nuts.
Meat's very very clutch.
You're in that point in time right now. Also, if you keep playing G, I don't know.
I think I don't want to touch on this too much. It's your interview, but I think when I was first becoming a goalie, I think I was more consistent with like just shots in general, but like he was very good at like close-ups and breakaways and shit. Like that he had me beat in that category. And I think over time I've become a lot better at those.
Oh yeah, you definitely have.
But I mean, I think that's probably just the development of goalies, but he was insane at them.
That's the one thing I could never get. I could never do well as a goalie. I was like, they get in close, I'm fucked. I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, it's just practice. I think, but I remember that was what I would always think about when I think about the difference between me and Meat. At least when we were both playing goalies, like season 13, 14, and 15 too. But I guess a less important question. Where did the term engineering credits come from? This isn't such a small thing.
Oh.
But I think I want to put it in here so people would know it comes from you.
Yes, I fucking coined this term, everyone. Just so everyone knows, I came up with it. I don't know how I came up with it.
Season 13, it came up, I believe.
I can't remember why I thought of engineering credits. It must have been some like dumb meme or something I saw, or like I read something about like engineering or something. I was like, I built that play, you know. I basically just started using it as a way to say like I made this. The secondary assist, like I made the original pass or whatever. And I just start saying that shit.
Convinced it should become a stat.
And I thought it was funnier, like a funny way to just say like, hey, give me that secondary assist. I set that play up or something without sounding like an asshole. Because it's a little bit funny. Not as much anymore.
That's your contribution.
Yeah.
Is engineering credits. Maybe that's why you pick season 13 Nashville, because it's just that environment allowed you to be yourself.
Put my footprint on the.
And Crab's whole passing mentality. A lot of dropped second apples.
Yep.
That's it. I think that's it.
That was it. That was why, because that was it.
That probably is it.
Because you pass it, someone would pass it to Crab.
Crab would fucking pass it.
Like center it or some shit, and like a perfect centering pass. And I just
make sure you say that perfect centering pass.
Yeah, it was like a pretty because you'd forget about the original breakout pass that was like pretty nuts. So like by whoever it was, whether it was like me or like Dmen, Jerry, or whatever.
Jerry was nuts.
Gotta give him
that team blocks so much shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Another small thing. Boom, coming at you. What would you change? Anything you'd change about the game besides, very obvious stuff like, I don't know, just like how the game looks and stuff like that?
Oh. I've thought about this too. I should know what I want to say here. Definitely if I could get rid of one thing, it'd be like physics pucks to the point of where they're just like bouncing around nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you're like me and like the way the meta of like the way the game's played. I don't know. Fucking.
What would you change about the meta? What's with the meta now that makes you mad?
I don't think people realize that even though it might be a little bit risky, D to D passes are, I think, a very solid D to D passes or
cross in general.
A cross passes maybe like when you're in the offensive zone, like a cross pass to the opposite D man, maybe.
Oh yeah, I like if you're talking about breaking out the D to D pass.
Breaking out D to D passes, I think people don't. That's why I like playing with Otto. We tried one game with Otto on D this season actually, like super late, or like we did in a scrim or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like he kept just like passing it to me like to break it out, and not because like he'd see that there's two dudes closing in like a trailer, and then some guy like another forechecker closing on him, and he just like pass it to me like a cross, and it's like an easy pass to me.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I play with Otto too, so
like
definitely.
And he does that a lot, and I was like, oh shit, okay. And I don't think anyone really does that. I think people should look for that more. That and like I guess point passes. And that's kind of like becoming more of a common thing, and I know a lot of teams do that, but sometimes like I think fucking Pubstars, no one does that shit ever.
Yeah, I think people need to also. I would like to see at least more league play, kind of what you touched on, the D to D in the offensive zone. But there's never really two D-fan up that often.
Yeah.
But also like the opposite corner to the opposite point. So like from the left corner into the right point.
Yeah, and it's a good, like, you can make that like a solid pass too without like worrying about it.
Yeah, because getting the puck on the boards is not ideal. It's easy to do, but like it's not ideal for generating something.
Yeah, it's not gonna produce like a great shot. I'm sure you can just rip it as hard as you can. Hopefully it'll go on net, but I think I do like the D to D pass to like break out, and I do think that the D to D pass in like an offensive zone is a good choice. I would like to see that more often, but I feel like that depends entirely on if you got your two D-men at the same time, at the same like forward point, I guess, on the red line or whatever.
Same
wherever
depth up the I guess. That's a good. That's a good way to interpret it. I didn't mean that question as in terms of like the meta, but I think that was a good way to talk about it. Anything else about the game, meta or not?
Get rid of those fucking goddamn physics pucks that just stay in the air for super long and then come down right in front of a net. Like that shit. I'm fine with like a physics puck if like you both like are smacking at the same time and it just goes flying like down the other end of the ice. All right, that's okay. But with the ones that just like stay up in the air, it's just so fucking annoying.
I thought you were gonna say the fucking posts.
Also, I'd probably make. Wait, what about them though? What did you think?
How big they are and how they go over the line.
Yeah.
I don't like it. There's the goal line and then the post extend over it, so like you can't shoot like tight angle shots.
Yeah, I would definitely make those fucking smaller and just make
What-
it look better.
What about the dimensions of it? Because I was remember I was listening to Cap's interview, and he said that he doesn't like the dimensions. He likes the 62 ones.
Are the 62 ones like
There's more. They're
thinner?
taller. They're
Yeah,
taller,
tall-
and yeah.
That's I think that's a good idea too. I like that.
I don't agree with at least how the nature of moving the stick is. How you can't move up until you're extended all the way out.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't think it works with how the stick would work.
And then I'd put in puck body collision. I'd like that.
You'd
too.
like that?
I think I would. It'd make it fun.
Even don't you think it would just kind of reduce scoring?
Yeah, but then every goal matters a lot more.
Yeah.
And if you can get good at, I guess, like nipping it over someone's head, maybe, or between the legs, I don't know.
It's like, could you do between the legs because the player model?
That'd be really hard to do.
I would love to see it. I don't know if they just given up on that or what's the deal.
Yeah,
Maybe
I feel like we kind of have.
Yeah, maybe with UH we kind of gave up. If DVD's watching this, that's a challenge to you or Baba or Timu, whoever can develop that.
Yeah.
Jeff, someone. Omaha, actually. Omaha.
I think Omaha's our best shot at that.
Probably.
Or maybe DVD. Maybe he was making waves because he did that original like star like body thing that like people were testing out.
Mm-hmm. He still has something like
it worked out a little bit, but not too much. It was fun to play with. I just know that it's fun seeing a goalie stop a shot with his fucking body, with his head.
Well, we mentioned his name. Omaha. Thoughts on Pubstars? It's how it's increased your involvement in playing in the game because you like to play late.
Oh yeah. I love playing Pubstars.
Just that its effect on the community in terms of player base, if it's growing, if it's hurting it, if it's deterring new players, all that. Is it improving people? All that.
I do definitely play more because of Pubstars, and I do think people are getting better because of Pubstars. That being said, I do think it's like kind of a little bit of a deterrent for new players. If they've got a strong will, they can get in there and just.
There are examples like Owl and Tim.
Yeah, Owl. I don't know about Tim, but anyway, yeah.
At least
Owl's
players that, especially
yeah,
because he's better than your average RSLer, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't think he's quite LHL level. He definitely could skate. I don't think you'd notice a big difference, but he's a good example of someone who came in the Pubstar era, if you want to call it that.
If you can just play, create a Pubstars account and just play as a new player and just get past, not pay attention to any of the fucking just hatred that's being thrown at you.
If there's a ways to do accounts like kind of how they have in UH right now, where you put a password and stuff, because they're trying to like implement that in terms of like making sure the right players are on teams.
Mm-hmm.
But if they can implement that where you could log your hours and like once you hit a certain amount of hours played, you could Pubstar. That would be awesome.
Because it's definitely not good. I don't think it's very good for new players to play Pubstars.
Yeah. But you like it. You play it all the time.
I enjoy it. I think people could get a little bit less mad, even though I get really mad and I fucking call people out sometimes. Like everyone's gonna do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes a little bit overboard, but that's just the way it is, I guess. Like at the end of the day, I'll get yelled at, but whatever. I don't think I'd rather not. I don't think I get yelled at that much, but I don't really like seeing people just get chewed out, and I feel bad sometimes, but that's I guess just the way it is. Like people I do how it makes people like care a lot more about the games.
Okay.
That they're playing besides like where we used to just play like random pubs and the thing I do really love about Pubstars is like how it gets people into the game, and it's not like you're just sitting there holding one or two.
Those were the days.
The fucking server's full, so I just have to sit here and hope I fucking get in.
Fucking press zero for the. Does zero still do that cool stick thing?
Yeah. And then what people used to do is like just leave right before the game ends
and fuck you over. Oh.
And then they just come back and be able to get on a team. Actually, no, probably not. But I just know people would do that, and then so you'd just be holding down one or two. That was a bad fucking system. I hated that shit. But yeah, I don't know. I really like Pubstars. I think it's good for the game.
We gonna go play some later?
Oh hell yeah, brother.
if it's popping. Because you'll even play when it's low quality.
Oh yeah, I'll play it anytime. I love playing Pubstars.
Yeah, I don't think you care about your elo anymore. Neither do I. I still get mad. It's weird. Like I doubt you check your ranking. Do you?
I checked it today. Actually, I have been because I've been winning a lot of games. So when I do bad, I don't check it. Like, but once I start, if I like notice I'm like winning more games than I'm losing, I'll go check in, see how I'm doing. I'm second in rookie, not a big deal.
Good. Good.
Should be in fucking pro, but I went on a really bad losing streak for a while there.
Poor guy. Well, I actually just added this question because I thought of it earlier when you mentioned kBomb. But your Hockeycon experience, you've been to 3? Boston, Philly.
Just 2.
2.
Wait.
Were there 3? Weren't there 3?
There were 3. The first one was also in Boston.
Boston, Philly.
No.
I don't know.
The first one was in Boston. It was in Pizza and Jarvin's apartment, where it was T, Jeff, Taze, Dial. Was T? No, was it T?
You would know this.
I think it was T. I didn't go to the first one. I don't think my parents would have let me go to that first one. I think T was there. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%, but I know it was in Pete and Jarvin's apartment. Dial, Jeff, I think I might have been in it, actually. I'm not sure. There were probably more.
Yeah. So what about the second one?
The second one was a really good time.
When was this, like, league-wise season? What season? Do you have any idea? What year, I guess?
It was when, I think it was one of the Dallas seasons where they were in the playoffs because Dalf and Dial had to go sit and we were sitting in one hotel room and they went and sat in like the other one just so they could like watch game footage or some shit.
So that'd be season 7 or 8, one of the two.
I think so. Maybe. I'm not 100% certain. I just know they went to go watch game footage one night. We were all like giving them shit for it. But yeah, that was a good time. Let's see. Let me see if I can remember who was there. Me, Dial, kBomb, Tim, Cap. Was Cap there? Yeah, because Cap picked up Tim. And fucking. Is that it? No, there were 6 of us, right? I don't remember. That was a good time until fucking we were drinking. We were drinking one night in the fucking hotel room, and Tim fucking threw up all over the place. Dial took the bullet for everyone and had to agreed to sleep with him because Dial's a real man.
Dial is a real man. Soul. What about the second one? I know you put the Boston one over Philly, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know if I would.
I thought you did.
I liked the Philly one a lot, actually.
It was me, you, John, or Stu, I guess. His girlfriend, although she wasn't with us most of the time.
No.
Dial, Cap, Jeff, Taze, I guess is Jeff. kBomb. Did I say kBomb? No, I didn't say kBomb.
I think that.
And then it was supposed to be GK, but GK didn't show up. We saw Claude for a day.
Oh yeah,
that was cool.
Forgot about that.
Claude was cool.
Yeah. I think I liked Philly more. We did more fun things. Like when we went to Boston, we just played like fucking
hockey outside
and like soccer and shit. And it was like, whatever. But I think when we went to Philly, we actually went and did shit, and I liked that a lot more.
Mm-hmm. And we saw Assassin 21.
Yeah.
Chris, everyone's favorite non-HQM community member, Chris.
Yeah, I definitely probably liked. I like Philly more. Not that Boston wasn't fun, but.
Was your favorite part sleeping in a bed with me?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
My favorite part was actually like taking snaps of you when you were asleep.
Yeah.
So.
Understandable. Or having Taze's bed deflate. Every night it was like another inch lower.
Still refused to sleep in a bed with kBomb. That's all I remember that. He would rather sleep on this just tells you like how Jeff is a person. He'd rather sleep with his real friends on a deflated air mattress, even though we wouldn't let him get in the bed. No one wanted to switch off.
and he would get like a half gallon of milk because it was cheaper. A shout out to Wawa.
Oh yeah, I forgot about like when he would just buy half gallons of like chocolate milk and just sit there and drink them out of the carton.
It was respect. I don't want to shit on him. He's my friend.
I'll shit on him a little bit for it, but I respect it too.
It's the Wawa, dude. Thoughts on Wawa?
10 out of 10 wouldn't go to Wawa again. Their food was actually pretty good. I'm a little upset we don't have shit like that here.
Do you plan on getting the hands in Smash any GameCube game? Do you plan on getting the hands in those anytime soon?
I'll play Smash, dude.
Okay, I'd fuck all you guys up again.
I feel like I still just like play that shit every now and then. Like
I haven't in a minute. You didn't even mention that in your video game question.
Oh well, because I was focusing more on. I was gonna say I did used to play Smash a lot, but not as much as like Halo or Call of Duty.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna lead me into the last question, Quoof. Everyone's favorite. Make sure you don't forget anybody. Shoutouts.
Oh shit. Okay, this is gonna be hard because I have to like piss like a racehorse right now. Let's see. Shoutouts to Jeff Taze McKay. Shouts out to Otto. Shouts out to Noah. Shouts out to fucking Dial. Fucking. Let's see who else. Carrie in the Snapchat group. Fucking Guy in the Snapchat group. Shouts out to Kiwi for doing the interview.
Thank you. Just for the interview?
And being a real one.
Thank you.
Being a real friend. Shouts out to Stu Walton and his girlfriend Lisa. Also shouts out to Izzy.
Respect.
And Hannah, I guess. If we're doing girlfriends. Shouts out to Omaha and fucking Lil Pete.
Damn, that was a real one right there at the end. And I think I don't even want to ask another question, but well, just are you sure there's no more shoutouts?
Let me try to think. Yeah,
I think there's someone you want to shout. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say because I was gonna say because you kept on mentioning, but you didn't shout him out.
I was thinking about it. Yeah, I was thinking about it. And then I decided against it. I was like, yeah, you're right. I should shout out Tony. Shouts out to Tony.
Well,
let me think.
Any more?
And Java. Java for drafting me. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah,
I'll end it at that. And everyone else who I can't think of right now.
That's a good blanket statement there.
You know who you are.
Well, that will be it for the interview. Quoof, thank you for sharing this time for me, this almost hour and a half. So,
yeah. Thanks for having me, bud.
No problem. Well, actually, I guess this is the thing now where I call out who I'm going to interview. Omaha denied an interview, but my next target, Quoof, who do you think my next target's going to be?
Oh, shit. Is it going to be, like, no one Dial's already interviewed?
No one's Dial's already interviewed. I have a 3-person outlook, but their schedules might be iffy, so it might be in any order.
Did Dial interview Mitso?
No, he didn't.
Alright, I'll just say Mitso.
He's one of the 3. Guess the other 2.
Oh, no. Tony? Did he interview
Tony? He's one of them. Who's the 3rd? That's the opposite order. It's blank, Tony, Meat. Actually, blank, Tony, Meat.
Is it... Does he play in the league?
Yes, he does.
Did he play this season?
Yes, he does.
Juice?
No. Maybe, though. Maybe eventually. But he doesn't talk much. But also, Otto doesn't talk much, but somehow I got him to talk for an hour and 45 minutes.
Doesn't talk much.
No. I was saying Juice doesn't talk much. Come on, Quoof, you gotta guess it.
I don't know. I can't think of it.
Crab.
Oh, okay.
Crab is my next interview if he complies.
About this too, actually. Shit, I should have known that.
Maybe he does. So Crab, Tony, Meat. Depending on your guys' availability, you guys are next up, brothers. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed learning more about Quoof. And Quoof, send him off.
Also, I think we forgot a crucial statement here. You forgot to ask me about this. I was, in fact, rated the most attractive player at one time.
Oh, of course. How does that feel?
I think I still am, not gonna lie.
Damn.
It was good. Actually, I don't know that. I don't know what anyone else looks like anymore. Any of the new players, but...
So shout out, I guess the final shout outs to you.
Yeah, shout out to myself. Just being a great dude.
There we have it. Send him off, Quoof. You can do the honors.
Shalom, brothers. I don't know. Fuck. I'm out.
I'm out.